Good morning, students. So I'll be taking your physics part and chemistry part of class 9th. So we'll start with the physics part. Our first chapter of physics is your chapter number 8 by the name of motion. So first I would like you to think about anything that is moving. In our everyday life we see many things that are moving. I am moving. If I go from this point to this point, this is a movement, this is a motion. I move. You are moving in your houses. There are birds, animals, cars, vehicles. They are moving all along. So we see motion every day, every second. What is this motion? How do we define it? We can say anything that moves is a moving body. A moving body is moving, that is a motion. But this is a general definition. How we define it in the terms of physics. If we have a body at point A and it is going to point B from here to here in some time and covering some distance, then we say that motion is done. Body moved from A to point B, taking some time, it covered some distance, so this we say that motion has been done. Now there are many types of motions. First, motion in a straight line. In a straight line means the example that I just explained, body moving from point A to point B, moving in a straight line. It is going in a straight line. It can go from point A to point B or can come from B to A. Both are moving. In both the cases, the body is moving in a straight line. So it is a straight line motion. Straight line motion is also called one dimensional motion. What is one dimensional? Now in maths, you studied about graph. You studied about this, how to plot a graph. Now suppose a body starts from origin and moves towards positive x. It is moving along a straight line. The body has to move like this. Now the body is moving like this. Then it is a straight line motion. Or from O towards negative x-axis. That is also a straight motion. Because the body is moving on one axis at a time. So it is a straight motion. If the body is moving from O towards positive y-axis, again straight motion, towards negative y-axis, again it is a straight motion. So if a body is moving in one dimension means one axis, in one dimension at one point, then it is called a straight line motion or one dimensional motion. It is also called translational motion. It is also called translational motion. So this was your straight line motion. Now second part, the second type of motion is a two-dimensional motion. Now here there are two dimensions. Two dimension means the body is either moving from origin towards this direction or this direction or this direction or this direction. That is along two axes at the same time. How is this possible? Suppose this is your origin. The body is moving from O to A. Now if I ask you to find the coordinates of point A, then how will you find it? You will draw a perpendicular here. You will draw a perpendicular on y-axis also. Suppose this value is 4 and this value is x. Then A will have two coordinates 4, 6, x coordinate and y coordinate. Since this motion is defined by two axes, hence it is called a two-dimensional motion or 2D motion. Now, circular motion is a type of two-dimensional motion. How? From O, the body is moving to A. How did it move? It moved in a straight line. Now, if from A, the body starts moving in anti-clockwise direction, like this, while keeping its distance from O same at all times. The distance of O from A does not change at any point of time, and the body is moving like this in anti-clockwise direction, then what kind of motion is this? This is a circular motion. So we can say that circular motion is a type of two-dimensional motion. Now next type of motion is three-dimensional motion. Now what is your third dimension? In maths you must have studied about a third axis called z-axis. These are your two axes, so two dimensions. Now a body, suppose it starts from O, it goes towards A. Right now it is moving in a straight line. Suppose it goes like this. Now again a straight line, but the body is moving along x-axis and y-axis simultaneously at the same time. Now suppose from here the body comes outward. It is coming from here to outward towards you. Now this is your third dimension. First dimension is length, second dimension is breadth, third dimension is depth. The body is coming towards you or body is going away from you towards that side. That is a third dimension. How do we describe this third dimension? We take a third axis, z-axis. This z-axis, although I drew it on the board, but it is actually outward. It is coming out or it is going in. We can take any direction according to our convenience. That is your third axis. So if a body is moving like this, then it is doing three-dimensional motion. Now I'll give you an example. Suppose you are standing in assembly line in a straight line. Now you start moving from back towards front. What kind of motion is that? That is your straight line motion or one-dimensional motion. Suppose I ask you to run on the assembly ground like you do in the morning. You run along the assembly ground. Now you are running, you are doing which kind of motion? Circular motion. So what kind of motion is that? That is your two-dimensional motion. Now suppose I tell you that while running you should jump also. Now what kind of motion will be that? You are going in x direction also, y direction also, and you are jumping. So you are going in third direction, which is upward also. So that is your three-dimensional motion. So in this way you can say that a motion can be one-dimensional, two-dimensional or three-dimensional. Okay. So today I will teach you like this, this much only. You study, you read the first few pages of this chapter, chapter number 8. During first three lines, you will come towards a sentence. You will read a sentence that says that some bodies are at rest and some bodies are in motion. This is written in your book. Now, if I say that this is not true, suppose I say a body can never be at rest. A body can never be at rest. A body is always moving. Am I right or am I wrong? You study the chapter, read it, go through this video, tell me your answers. If you do not come up with answer, I will anyways explain it in the next video. Thank you.